And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hi, everyone. Time to get in action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Denver Nuggets here at Ball Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, good evening, Kevin. The Nuggets, of course, will only go as far as their superstar Nikola Jokic takes them. Coach Mike Malone says, open up the dictionary, look up the word consistency. There'll be a picture of Nikola there. If you're a true student of the game, someone that loves the game and loves it being played the right way, then you appreciate it. Kevin?
I think we all appreciate him. What a terrific player. Great stuff, David. Thanks. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Sharing the wing spots, it's Allen and Middleton. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Nuggets, the forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. So the Bucks win the tip. Allen outside. Pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around from the line. No good on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Caldwell Pope on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Jokic. Caldwell Pope right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact. And hey, what a career Caldwell Pope has had to this point.
He's been such a great complementary guard. He just takes care of the ball. He shoots well all over the floor. He's a three-point threat. He certainly accepts the responsibility and the challenge defensively. He's carved out a career, and it's going to get longer.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Playing games at altitude here in Denver, Brent. How does it affect the player?
Well, you could say it's mental, but I could tell you from experience, Kevin, it is physical. I mean, it does hit you, and you got to get past that early burn before you can get back into the endurance part of your conditioning.
Now here's Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Brent, how about what Chris Middleton has brought to this team?
No question, a huge piece to that championship puzzle for Milwaukee. The best years that he has ever put together, which says something based on the numbers that he has put up throughout his illustrious career. And such a memorable season for this entire group, and Chris Middleton stood out in some of the biggest moments.
First one falls for him.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
Middleton hits them both. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. With his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Middleton against Porter. Lopez left side. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Middleton can't get it to go. Gordon inside. Defended by Middleton. Middleton against Gordon. Porter, no luck.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Jokic with the steal.
How about the energy and activity on that play? Great steal.
And it's Gordon missing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Allen, that's good.
Well, that Greek Freak nickname is apropos. I mean, he can handle it. He can pass it. The combination of size and athleticism. What a talent.
Now here's Murray. Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Allen. And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lopez passes to Middleton. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, Bruce Brown.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez kicks to Holiday. For Murray. Misses off the left iron.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Here's Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Jokic, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. And from second rounder to MVP grade, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Now here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Gordon fearlessly attacking there, going right into the defense. He's going to use his athleticism.
That free throw, no good.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Ryan is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And Smith subbed in for Jamal Murray. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And Bryant, with that kind of positioning, he's going to get the dunk.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Connaughton with it. Now Green defending. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Giannis' journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Gordon. And he sinks the second. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Here's Connaughton. That one, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 6-point game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Brown.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, Reggie Jackson.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Giannis against Smith. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Down low. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Giannis kicks to Ingles. A floater. The pass to Connaughton. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, when he was a skinny kid, defenders would always try to get physical with Giannis. That changed pretty quick. Doesn't work so well anymore.
Smith finds Bryant. No good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Ring shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Outside for Jackson. 2 on the clock. That shot, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Holiday and Allen have guard duties. Jake Crowder out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Portis in at the center position. And you hear the term point forward, but then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Gordon's checked in for Denver. Allen passes to Portis. Kicks it out to Allen. A 3. Second chance shot. And Portis with the layup. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
A big board and a bigger putback from Bobby Portis.
Jokic passes to Portis and finished off by Portis.
and didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Crowder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
All the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And that one's good by Porter.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Jokic surveying not just the guy that's on the cut, but the entire floor.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
Portis on the follow.
Timeout.
Portis has got his second basket of the night.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound is going to come down. Well timed. Brown, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Carter, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. Portis against Jokic. Stolen by Middleton. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks leading by 8. Carter on the wing. Up top, Crowder. Guarded by Porter. Holiday against Brown. Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jokic finds Porter. And finished off by Porter.
You know, he's got to keep improving this aspect of his game. But when Porter's dribbling like this, he becomes unguardable.
Now here is Carter. Here's Portis. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Jokic. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Holiday against Brown. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Count the basket.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now, here's Jokic. To the inside. Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic just got his 3rd assist on the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Middleton against Caldwell Pope. Outside Portis. With the teardrop. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
Here's Middleton following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to the paint and finished off by Porter.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell-Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Holiday against Brown. Here's Crowder. Nice D from Porter.
and the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Carter, the pass to Holiday. Right side, Crowder. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Holiday with it, now guarded by Murray. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Murray, good.
And Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scored.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Outside Portis. 6-second difference between shot and game clock.
If there's one drawback to Bobby Portis in his game is that emotionally you just want him to box that in at times. That passion, and sometimes really get your teammates going.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Portis. He doesn't get the second one. Porter passes to Jackson.
Nuggets foul. Thomas Bryant. That's his first personal foul.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
The line for the Bucks. Brook Lopez. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Big and bad and reliable. Those are 3 great traits that Brook Lopez brings to the table.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Smith for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Nuggets. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
Big time play throughout the first half for Michael Porter. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight, he's really turned it around. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy. Kind of like Shaq suit.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench so far. They're scoring and giving them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
You're the defense. You live with that shot, but Aaron Gordon sometimes can make a difficult shot. There's so much about Nikola Jokic that is special. For a 5-man, it doesn't really matter any position, but his ability to crank out those triple doubles might just take the cake.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Antetokounmpo. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, statistically, he's a better rebounder at the defensive end, but this time Giannis extending, getting that extra possession and putting it down.
Now, here's Jokic. Stolen by Middleton. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Jokic does produce triple-doubles at a near record rate.
So in his 500th game, Jokic got his 71st triple-double. Only Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson recorded more triple-doubles in their first 500 games. Think about that. As a center, he was doing that. Just truly unstoppable.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Giannis with Jokic. I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Well, something that stands out about the Bucks is their versatility in their offensive package. I mean, they use penetration, they shoot the 3, whatever it takes to beat a good defense.
Now, here's Green. He is still scoreless so far in this one. To the middle. And it's Gordon missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And Brent, what would you say is the secret to the Bucks' deep offensive arsenal?
Well, it's a variety of talents that they have on the floor. It's just a combination of guys who want to move the ball, want to move their bodies, and then get the ball to Giannis and get out of the way.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you expect the decision-making from him out there.
And Lee getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Outside Holiday. Caldwell Pope against Allen. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Let's go. And too long on the shot.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Back to Jokic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Zeke Naji comes in for Jokic. And it's Bruce Brown in for Gordon. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Denver in the lead. Naji passes to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Connaughton against Caldwell Pope. Nobody near Allen. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first.
Jeff Green picks one up.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
The Bucks have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. And the first one at the line is good. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Ryan is checked in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Jackson in for Murray. The Bucks trail. Ingles with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez left side. The shot's good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Lopez powering through that time.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Portis, who's checked in for the Bucks. Bryant. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Dragic. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's Goran Dragic.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
Now here's Connaughton. Back to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Portis. Here's Giannis. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just great work at finding the open man. Dragic with his head up.
Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Brian, you look at the Bucks' recent success. Great coaching has got to be a big part of it.
Yeah, and if you ask Coach Bud, a great Giannis Antetokounmpo is something that's a big part of it, too. So expected to win. This team is hungry to get back and compete at the highest level. The coach gets overlooked at times, but Coach Budenholzer has done a great job with this Milwaukee Bucks team. It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts, and those will be very loud points.
Porter dishes to Jackson. Pass to Najee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Denver making a switch here. Smith is checked in.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Giannis has got 10 points now just in this quarter. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Bryant, high post. Working on Portis. The shot's good from Smith.
Well, if you give Ish Smith a lane like that, he's going to attack you, and a nice finish there.
Dragic looking for an opening. And the first shot of the night for him, it's all tied in Denver. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. Sharing the wing spots, it's Allen and Middleton. And it's Holiday in at the point.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just one All-Star appearance for Jrue Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
And free throw good from Holiday. You know, Greg, you can make the case Jrue Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
You know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just one All-Star game, but Jrue's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be Jokic shooting. That's on Brook Lopez.
Defensive foul. Splash Mountain, Brook Lopez. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Denver, Nikola Jokic. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
One thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, it makes it special to see him go to the rim.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now, here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
That's on Brook Lopez.
You know, Gordon continues to work on the J, but inside he can be a problem.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
We've seen Gordon compete, Brent, in the dunk contest like you, and there are some who would say he should have won. What about you?
You can make a strong case that he was robbed, and Aaron actually does. But we see that under the legs, leaping over the mascot dunk on so many highlight reels. Just a special athlete, and what a special contest that was.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Now here is Holiday. Dishes it to Lopez. And stolen by Murray. Green kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Green. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Denver.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Porter's checked in for Green. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nuggets trail. Stolen by Allen. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And Jokic with good timing over there. If he can do it offensively, why not on the D?
Fast break, Milwaukee. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Denver ball. Denver basketball.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And there's the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Yeah, Jokic on the drive, and what a great finish.
Passes it to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Back to Middleton. There's the 3. They get the rebound. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Who's ball? Nuggets ball.
The Nuggets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and another turnover for the Bucks. Middleton with it, now guarded by Porter. Count that one.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game, he'll take that shot.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 1-point game. Right side, Gordon. Jokic finds Gordon. Outside, Porter. Clock at 6. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And Porter stepping up wants to take that shot.
Holiday dishes to Allen. Middleton against Porter. Middleton the pass to Holiday. They grab their own miss, and they'll slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Jokic. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. 13 feet away. It's no good. Shot missing. And Denver the other way now. Aldrell Pope kicks to Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Jokic just has that presence out there. Never looks like he's feeling any kind of pressure. Just that calm demeanor, and really helps him in these clutch kind of moments.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
And Jokic is the leader of this team. He's not someone you want to foul in these spots.
Gordon against Giannis. He feeds it to Lopez. Over Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's the first that gives them the lead.
You know, he's not used to these kind of moments because other guys tend to have the ball in their hands, but it does not mean that Brook Lopez can't step to the line and deliver. They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss. Oh, man, look at Aaron Gordon proving he can step up and be the man.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Holiday against Gordon. Giannis has a 2-pointer. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Giannis has got 14 points now in the second half.
And that's what you want your leaders to do. Giannis stepping up in a big way.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Drew Holiday.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top.
Okay, David, thanks. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Yes!
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And so here's Denver. Porter kicks to Jokic. Help!
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 1. 15 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Here's Holiday. Giannis outside. Baseline J on the way. Offline. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for your Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr. At the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And Porter doesn't make a ton of trips to the line, but he's a steady shooter. Time here to capitalize.
And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 2. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Here's Lopez. Oh, they shot at a chance, but no good. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Nicola, coach has talked about the growth of your leadership. What's gotten you to be more vocal?
I just want to help my teammates. I think if we say something, they're going to listen to me. I just want to make them better, so I'm just going to do that.
Well, it sounds like they're listening, man. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Memphis, Tennessee, the destination for the Celtics. One of the most ferocious defenders in the game today. Marcus Smart sets the tone as they settle in for game time at the FedEx Forum. Celtics, Grizzlies. It's next, right after this. If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Ja Morant, a first-time All-Star in 2022. His teammates say he is the best point guard in the league. Morant said, quote, "I'm a very humble guy, but also confident, so I'll let my teammates continue to talk for me. I'll just do what I can do on the floor to prove them right." Brian, Coach Jenkins said, quote, "All he cares about is winning."
Indeed. Thanks, Allie. And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the 5, down low. And for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Tillman in at the 5. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise, it's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. To the inside. And stolen by Williams. Smart with the ball. Guarded by Morant. On the wing, Tatum. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Morant against Smart. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
First free throw is good. Ooh, we should be in for a show tonight, Doris. The amount of athleticism on the floor is unbelievable.
The speed alone can capture your imagination. We're going to see a ton of transition opportunities, and boy, we should see some high-flying dunks.
And Morant drops them both. Boston on offense. Outside Tatum. Over Brooks. Tatum, shot is good. Tatum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Jason Tatum, a 3-level scorer, gets to the mid-range jumper. It's good.
Morant against Smart. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Boston ball.
Bane against Brown. Now here's Smart. He's closely guarded. Pass to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Yes. Great play by Horford to set him up. Tatum's got 7 points.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Smart. 2 points. That one goes.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Tillman misses.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Brown, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
You love the activity of Jaylen Brown, using that athleticism to do damage on the offensive glass.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Smart outside. Again, Boston. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the paint. Here's Tillman. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Smart against Morant. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Aldama comes in for Tillman. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Williams is checked in for Boston. Horford inside. Defended by Jackson. Boston calls timeout. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Conchar, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Desmond Bane. The Celtics making a switch here. Here's White. They get it back. Goes back up. And they recover it. Brogdon, the pass to Williams. To the middle. Outside White. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. Misses off the right iron.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Knocked away. Pass to Williams. 1:46 left in the first quarter here. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Left side Tatum. Second shot opportunity and denied. He sends it right off the glass. 1:21 left in the opening quarter. White with it. He's picked up by Jones. Good on the bucket. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. For Boston, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Outside White. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When you analyze the skill set of a guy like Derek White, here's a combo guard who can fill so many gaps and do so many things well. What I love most is how hard he plays on both ends of the floor.
Shooter 2.
And he makes the first.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Williams is checked in for Memphis. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser's checked in.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
The Celtics making a switch here. Richards checked in.
Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Zaire Williams, shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Williams. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Hauser. Outside, Williams. And here's Muscala. 5 to shoot. And Pritchard, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
For Memphis, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Right side, Jones. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
That shot off the mark. And free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Celtics out in front. They lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
On your feet, fans, here they come.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Here's Smart. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
Now here's Morant. And stolen by Williams. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Now another view of that incredible mobile 1 drive.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
Jackson can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Morant. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And Boston has possession. The ball's knocked loose. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
The free throw drops for Morant. The Celtics with the lead. And Boston calls time here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks.
Let me hear you once again.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Jason Tatum committed to adding strength and adding weight, and now the ability to finish through contact so evident.
Down low, Tillman. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. Horford for 3. Counted from distance. Horford's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
Here's Tillman. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Williams.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on a basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Hauled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Tatum from long range. And the Celtics another 3. The defensive player of the year in 2022. Doris, Marcus Smart. His defense sets the tone for this team.
It does, B.A. There's no doubt about it. They feed off both his energy and his attitude. There are so many little things that Marcus Smart does that can get into the head of opposing ball handlers. He pressures the basketball. He'll get strip steals. He can also pinch down in the post and give some assistance to a big man. The effect on winning is real.
Now here's Bane. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Jackson gets the bucket.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Horford. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Brown. No good off the back of the rim. Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. Denied by Tatum.
Probably the most underrated aspect of Jason Tatum's game is his defense. Size, length, strength, you name it. Sends that one back.
No good on the free throw.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
The Celtics making a switch here. Muscala, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Horford. Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's White in for Smart. Tatum passes to White. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting 5 isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
There's a minute 47 left in the half. And here's Jones. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Outside White. Here's Williams. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
White against Jones. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
The Celtics have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Back to White. Stolen by Kennard. Here we go. All alone. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Boston's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Outside White. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Muscala. It's picked off. Now here's Jones. Here's Tillman. He's guarded by White. Second chance shot, and the basket by Tillman. Tillman's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Tatum with room to shoot. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Tillman in the post. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close.
34, the Celtics 40.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks. He came in with something to prove tonight after having a very tough outing in their last game. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second half. But tonight, they've been key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was drawing up the second half plan. Keep working to the...
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Xavier Tillman is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Tatum from long range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he puts work into perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
Doris Tatum has already accomplished so much early on in his career.
Yeah, but you get the sense this guy is nowhere near finished. Jason Tatum is a guy who wants to be seen as an all-time great when his career is said and done. He is someone you can count on to give you everything he's got.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Brown against Bane. Pass to Horford. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our...
And Coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Pass to Bane. Tatum against Brooks. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Tatum.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
That free throw, no good. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Tatum from long range connects from downtown. Tatum's got 18.
Nice decision by Tatum. Go to the pull-up game so you don't meet the defender at the rim.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. Williams finds Horford. And here's Smart, hounded by Moran. And here's Brown for 3. He can't hit that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And Williams punches it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Outside Moran. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets the 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, the adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good. Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Williams has checked in for Tillman. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for Jason Tatum. It's Williams, high post. Working on Williams. Yes, it's good. Jackson's got 9.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Brown inside. Working on Williams. Horford finds Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Smart against Moran. Pass to Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Moran. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Pritchard. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
White, he's checked in for Williams. Puts it up off the inbound. Aldama grabs the board. And here's Memphis now. Trailing by 10. Jackson left side. Inside. Williams passes to Jackson. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
The fader. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Boy, when you think about Jaylen Brown, you have to be impressed by the progress he has made offensively. He's become one of those guys that you know wants to take it to the next level.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Doris, becoming an offensive monster?
This guy has become a consistent three-point shooting threat. He can knock down shots from the field. He can go off the bounce. He'll contribute on the backboards, and we know they challenged him to become a better playmaker, and he has. He has become the full package.
Williams is checked in for Boston.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Jones, the pass to Kennard. Jackson, right side. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Back to Kennard. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. The layup off target. Ball's going up the court. Here's Horford. Off the window. It's good. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. White on the wing. They get it back. Pass to Hauser. The three. The shot comes out.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jackson with it. And there's a 3-second violation.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in. Here's Conchar. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Conchar's got his first 2 points of the night.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Poke loose. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid. And while we have it, go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So the Celtics 5 right now. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Smart in it to one.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Horford outside. Pass to Brown. Back to Horford. Down low. Williams' shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Count it.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Tatum finds Horford. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside, Brown. Over Bain. Here's Williams. Horford for three. That one no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Morant, no good. The Celtics have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And he lobs it up to the rim. Tatum against Williams. Here's Morant. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Here's Horford. Pass to Brown. Out to Horford. Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall. Horford's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, the incredible shooting touch of Al Horford. He added that range game during his time in Atlanta.
To the inside. And stolen by Williams. Shoots it from the high post. Brown can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Bain, the pass to Morant. It's stolen by Smart on the break. Here's Tatum. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive. Morant, the pass to Jackson, and he gets that one.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Knocked loose. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. There's Tatum with the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Marcus Smart.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Up top, Morant, defended by Smart. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
What a night for Jackson so far. This could be the level of play we see from him consistently in future seasons.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Smart outside. From 8 feet away. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well. Man, And he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line from Memphis, John Morant.
He hits the second from the line.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Outside, Brown. Tipped away. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Boston ball.
Tatum finds Smart. It's Brown on the wing. Smart against Morant. Lets a floater go. Out to Horford from behind the arc.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Celtics.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Greg.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
14.
And he knocks down the first one. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A big group substitution here for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Williams. Griffin comes in for Horford. Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Smart. And he jams it home with authority.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And Williams punches it home.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And he drops the first.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Chandler. Cranked it in off the glass.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Got a piece of it. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the